Hello there, this is Heirs to the Kingdom channel, and today's lesson we're doing chapters 3 through 5 in the book of Nehemiah. If you're new to this, it's a Bible study channel going through the King James Bible, not skipping anything as scriptures command. So if you would, please like, subscribe, and share this content, and let's get started. So, last we left off, Nehemiah talked to King Artaxerxes. Sometimes I can't say his name. And, about going back and building the temple and rebuilding Jerusalem. And the king said, okay, because he was the cupbearer for the king, and the king was nice to him. King respected him. So that whole thing from the movie 300 of how Artaxerxes was, no, he was not like that. That's just a movie. But anyways, so he took a few of them and everything else and went down, and some of the locals started, making fun of them for rebuilding the wall and everything else. First, they got there just to look over things and everything else, and they had permission from the king to do this and do that, and it's like, you know what, let's get started. And it's like, and they told the people around, it's like, hey, this is not your inheritance. They got nothing to do with you. So leave us alone and just let us do our thing. That's where we kind of left off at. So go ahead and get here. Chapter 3, verse 1. Then Eliashib the high priest rose up with his brethren the priests, and they builded the sheep gate. They sanctified it and set up the doors of it, even unto the tower of Meah. They sanctified it unto the tower of Hananiel. The next unto him builded the men of Jericho, and next to them builded Zachar the son of Imri. But the fish gate did the sons of Hasaniah build, who also laid the beams thereof, and set up the doors thereof, the locks thereof, and the bars thereof. And next unto them repaired Miramoth the son of Urijah the son of Koz. And next unto them repaired Meshullam the son of Berechiah the son of Meshezabil. No, I know I didn't say that right. Meshezabil. Yeah, it's a tongue twister. Forget about that name. Continue on here. And next unto them repaired Zadok the son of Baana. See, that makes sense. Two A's like that. Baana. Easy to say. But some of them not so nice. Anyways, verse 5. And next unto them the Tekoites repaired. But their nobles put not their necks to the work of their Lord. Yeah, that's what nobles do. They like to give orders, but they don't like to do anything. We have a lot of those today. A lot of feminist women like to do that too. They don't like to do anything. They like to give orders and say, just do what I say. I know how to do it best. Like, how do you do it? Well, you do it. I'll just tell you to do it. I'm like, well, show me how to do it. Yeah. Anyways, you can call them out. But yeah. You just, people like that's been all over the place. They like to tell people what to do, but they don't like to actually do it. So they, if you ever seen know the story of a Huckleberry, there's a story part in there where he's ordered to paint the fence, and so he starts to paint the fence, but and somebody said, "What you doing?" He started playing a game with them, convinced them that it was fun to do. So he got all the other kids over there painting the fence while he sat back and watched, so he got other people to do his chores for him. That's what the nobles kind of are. People that know how to manipulate others and get them to do their work for them. And then, kind of just, whatever. You get the idea. But verse 6. Moreover, the old gate repaired Jehoiada, the son of Paseah, and Meshullam, the son of Besodeiah, Deiah. I give up. They laid the beams thereof, set up the doors thereof, and the locks thereof, and the bars thereof. Yeah, sometimes trying to pronounce these names, they just get my head all just twisted up with my dyslexia, and then I can't read the next sentence. It's like I got to get my head back in the game. Verse 7, and next unto them repaired Melatiah the Gibeonite, and Jadon the Meronothite. Yeah, let's go with Meronothite. That's a whole lot easier to say. The men of Gibeon and of Mizpah unto the throne of the governor on this side the river. Next unto him repaired Uzziel the son of Harhiah of the goldsmiths. Next unto him also repaired Hananiah the son of one of the apothecaries. And they fortified Jerusalem unto the broad wall. So as I said, they're starting to fix it up, starting to rebuild the wall, fortify it and everything else. Because Jerusalem's known as, a fortified city. Very hard to break into. But once they got inside, when Babylon finally got inside and everything else, they just destroyed it from the inside out. And that's how they was able to, they just started destroying stuff. They didn't care about it. They just wanted to take the people as slaves. They didn't care about the land whatsoever. Verse 9. And next unto them repaired Rephaiah the son of Hur, the ruler of the half part of Jerusalem. And next unto them repaired Jedaiah the son of Harumaph. Or is that Maph? Harumaph? Harumaph. It's probably the easiest way to say it. Even over against his house, and next unto him repaired Haddish the son of Hashabaniah, Milchijah the son of Haram, and Hashab the son of Pahath Moab repaired the other piece of the tower of the furnaces. Now, why are these names important? To Christians today, it's not. To the Israelites, it is. Because they can always trace their lineage back to who are their ancestors. And if their ancestors were part of the ones that came back first and rebuilt the city, something they can just put into their list. Because, hey, I'm so-and-so, descendant of so-and-so. And, anyways. Verse 12. And next unto him repaired Shallum the son of Halohesh, the ruler of the half part of Jerusalem, he and his daughters. The valley gate repaired Hanan and the inhabitants of Zanoah. They built it and set up the doors thereof, the locks thereof, and the bars thereof, and 1,000 cubits on the wall unto the dung gate. But the dung gate repaired Melchiah the son of Rechab, the ruler of part of Beth Haccherem. He built it and set up the doors thereof, the locks thereof, and the bars thereof. But the gate of the fountain repaired Shallun. Shallun. There's no M on that, it's an N. The son of Kol-Hozeh, the ruler of part of Mizpah. He built it and covered it and set up the doors thereof, the locks thereof, and the bars thereof, and the wall of the pool of Siloah by the king's garden, and unto the stairs that go down from the city of David. After him repaired Nehemiah the son of Azbuk, the ruler of the half part of Beth-zur, unto the place over against the sepulchres of David, and to the pool that was made, and unto the house of the mighty. After him repaired the Levites Rehum the son of Bani. Next unto him repaired Hashabiah. I added an N in there somehow. Hashabiah, the ruler of the half part of Keilah, in his part. After him repaired their brethren Bavai, the son of Henadad, the ruler of the half part of Keilah. And next to him repaired Ezer, the son of Jeshua, the ruler of Mizpah, another piece over against the going up to the armory at the turning of the wall. After him Baruch, the son of Zabbai, earnestly repaired the other piece from the turning of the wall unto the door of the house of Eliashib the high priest. And after him repaired Meremoth the son of Urijah the son of Koz another piece, from the door of the house of Eliashib even to the end of the house of Eliashib. And after him repaired the priest, the men of the plain. After him repaired Benjamin and Hashib over against their house. After him repaired Azariah, the son of Maaseiah, I guess that's how you're going to say that, the son of Ananiah, by his house. Now you're noticing all these people know how to fix things, because this was common knowledge how to build walls and build homes. You didn't really have to be a craftsman to do those such things, because it's just brick and mortar. They made bricks by using sun. They took, normally clay, mixed it with straw, got it all wet and mushy first, mixed it up with straw, put it in forms, beat the forms, made them compact, then dumped them out the forms in the sun, let the sun dry them to cure them and turn them hard, and the straw gave them rigidity. And then they take the same stuff, making mortar, and they'd lay the mortar down and put the bricks thereon, and they would all dry together and pretty much make almost rock. And they all knew how to do this. For 400 years, the Israelites made the bricks for the Egyptians, and when they were slaves there, and stuff of that nature. So this is all common knowledge, so pretty much they're just building walls and fixing gates and everything else. And, now when they say the walls are torn down, normally when they say a wall's torn down, and part of it's just broken up enough for people to get through. It wouldn't really be the wall of the whole city torn down and rebuilding it from scratch. But it would be busted up quite a bit or damaged. And then they would just put bricks back in, and refill with mortar and everything else and make it whole again. But let's continue on here, 24. After him repaired Benui, the son of Henadad, another piece, from the house of Azariah unto the turning of the wall, even unto the corner. Palal, the son of Uzai, over against the turning of the wall, and the tower which lieth out from the king's high house, that was by the court of the prison. After him Pedaiah, the son of Parosh. Moreover, the Nethinims dwelt in Ophel unto the place over against the water gate toward the east, and the tower that lieth out. After them the Tekoites repaired another piece over against the great tower that lieth out even unto the wall of Ophel. From above the horse gate repaired the priest every one over against his house. After them repaired Zadok the son of Immer over against his house. After him repaired also Shemaiah the son of Shechaniah, the keeper of the east gate. After him repaired Hananiah the son of Shelemiah, and Hanan the sixth son of Zalaph, another piece. After him repaired Meshullam the son of Barachiah over against his chamber. After him repaired Micaiah the goldsmith's son unto the place of the Nethinims and of the merchants over against the gate Mifkad, I don't know how to say that. Anyways, and to the going up of the corner. And between the going up of the corner unto the sheep gate repaired the goldsmiths and the merchants. But it came to pass, chapter 4 now, that when Sanballat heard that we builded the wall, he was wroth and took great indignation and mocked the Jews. And he spake before his brethren and the army of Samaria and said, What do these feeble Jews? Will they fortify themselves? Will they sacrifice? Will they make an end in a day? Will they revive the stones out of the heaps of the rubbish which are burned? Now Tobiah the Ammonite was by him, and he said, Even that which they build, if a fox go up, he shall even break down their stone wall. Hear, O our God, for we are despised, and turn their reproach upon their own head, and give them for a prey in the land of captivity. And cover not their iniquity, and let not their sin be blotted out from before thee, for they have provoked thee to anger before the builders. So built we the wall, and all the wall was joined together unto the half thereof, for the people had a mind to work. But it came to pass that when Sanballat and Tobiah and the Arabians and the Ammonites and the Ashdodites heard that the walls of Jerusalem were made up, and that the breaches began to be stopped, then they were very wroth. Yeah, because the walls kept them out all the time, and they didn't like that. It was like, hey, they're rebuilding it, so they're coming back, and they don't like that. Why? Because they like being evil and don't like good around them. Verse 8. And conspired all of them together to come and to fight against Jerusalem and to hinder it. Nevertheless, we made our prayer unto our God and set a watch against them day and night because of them. And Judah said, The strength of the bearers of burdens is decayed, and there is much rubbish, so that we are not able to build the wall. And our adversaries said, They shall not know neither see, till we come in the midst among them and slay them and cause the work to cease. And it came to pass that when the Jews which dwelt by them came, they said unto us 10 times, From all places whence we shall return unto us, they will be upon you. Therefore set I in the lower place behind the wall, and on the higher places I even set the people after their families with their swords, their spears, and their bows. And I looked and rose up and said unto the nobles, and to the rulers, and to the rest of the people, Be not ye afraid of them, remember the Lord, which is great and terrible, and fight for your brethren, your sons, and your daughters, your wives, and your houses. And it came to pass, when our enemies heard that it was known unto us, and God had brought their counsel to naught, that we return all of us to the wall, even every one unto his work. And it came to pass from that time forth that the half of my servants wrought in the work, and the other half of them held both the spears and the shields, and the bows, and the habergeons, and the rulers were behind all the house of Judah. They which builded on the wall, and they that bear burdens, with those that laden, every one with one his hands, wroth in the work, and with the other hand held a weapon. For the builders, every one had his sword girded by his side, and so builded. And he that sounded the trumpet was by me. So here you're seeing that, they trust in the Lord to protect them and everything else, but also they know the world is evil and know that, it's wise to be armed and ready, because, sometimes God may fight the battle completely for you, and others God may give you the knowledge and physical ability and everything else to defeat your enemies by yourself. And so you always prepare for any situation. Verse 19. And I said unto the nobles and to the rulers and to the rest of the people, the work is great and large, and we are separated upon the wall, one far from another. In what place therefore ye hear the sound of the trumpet, resort ye thither unto us, our God shall fight for us. So we labored in the work, and half of them held the spears from the rising of the morning till the stars appeared. Likewise at the same time said I unto the people, let every one with his servant lodge within Jerusalem, that in the night they may be a guard to us, and labor on the day. So neither I, nor my brethren, nor my servants, nor the men of the guard which followed me, none of us put off our clothes, saving that every one put them off for washing. So they never got comfortable. The clothes only came off to get washed, dried, put them back on. Get back to work or whatever else, to protecting, to work and everything else. It was a very tense, stressful time. There was no chance of, just chilling out. So, anyways, chapter 5. And there was a great cry of the people and of their wives against their brethren, the Jews. For there were that said, we, our sons and our daughters, are many. Therefore we take up corn for them, that we may eat and live. Some also there were that said, we have mortgaged our lands, vineyards, and houses, that we might buy corn because of the dearth, the famine. There were also that said, we have borrowed money for the king's tribute, and that upon our lands and vineyards. Yet now our flesh is as the flesh of our brethren, our children as their children. And lo, we bring into bondage our sons and our daughters to be servants, and some of our daughters are brought unto bondage already. Neither is it in our power to redeem them, for other men have our lands and vineyards. And I was very angry when I heard their cry and these words. Then I consulted with myself, and I rebuked the nobles and the rulers, and said unto them, Ye exact usury, every one of his brother. And I set a great assembly against them. And I said unto them, We, after our ability, have redeemed our brethren, the Jews, which were sold unto the heathen. And will ye even sell your brethren, or shall they be sold unto us? Then held they their peace, and found nothing to answer. Yeah, that's how bad nobles and rich people are, and stuff like that. They're willing to sell their family, their children, their daughters into slavery and everything else so that they can have something. They'll sell off everything instead of ever thinking of fighting for it, because, they'd rather give away things or sell things to have their life, versus fight for freedom. Because, like I said, they like to bark orders, but don't like to do nothing. And it makes them mad, because, what good are you? If you're willing to do these such things, what good are you? You're nothing. You deserve nothing. Verse 9. Also I said, It is not good that ye do. Ought ye not to walk in the fear of our God, because of the reproach of the heathen, our enemies? I likewise and my brethren and my servants might exact on them money and corn. I pray you, let us leave off this usury. Restore, I pray you, to them even this day their lands, their vineyards, their olive yards, and their houses, also the 100th part of the money, and of the corn the wine and the oil that ye exact of them. Yeah, there's an extra "the" in there, so that's a little bit of a misprint on this picture. I'm probably going to edit that image and stuff and get rid of that. Just try to blot it out. I can't change anything of that, but yeah, I'll try to remember to do it for next time. But yeah, there's an extra "the" in there. So in the book, it's only one "the." Also, the 100th part of the money. But anyways, continue on here. Then said they, We will restore them, and will require nothing of them. So will we do as thou sayest. Then I called the priest, and took an oath of them, that they should do according to this promise. Also I shook my lap, and said, So God shake out every man from his house and from his labor that performeth not this promise, even thus be he shaken out and emptied. And all the congregation said, Amen, and praised the Lord. And the people did according to this promise. Moreover, from the time that I was appointed to be their governor in the land of Judah, from the 20th year even unto the 32nd year of Artaxerxes the king, that is 12 years, I and my brethren have not eaten the bread of the governor. Which means they didn't take food from the Persians or anything else. They stayed kosher. They didn't. They provided for themselves. Verse 15. But the former governors that had been before me were chargeable unto the people, and had taken of them bread and wine, beside 40 shekels of silver. Yea, even their servants bare rule over the people, but so did not I, because of the fear of God. Yea, also I continued in the work of this wall, neither bought we any land, and all my servants were gathered thither unto the work. Moreover, there were at my table 150 of the Jews and rulers, beside those that came unto us from among the heathen that are about us. Now that which was prepared for me daily was 1 ox and 6 choice sheep. Also fowls were prepared for me, and once in 10 days store of all sorts of wine. Yet for all this required not I the bread of the governor, because the bondage was heavy upon this people. Think upon me, my God, for good, according to all that I have done for this people. And that's the end of the lesson today. So, pretty straightforward, showing loyalty to God, keeping commandments and statutes, and trying to always do what's right. Scriptures say if you know what is right to do and you do it not, you have sinned. So, there's nothing wrong with doing work. Even if you own everything, you should still do work and not just bark orders. It's easy to get mad at people for not doing stuff that's impossible for the human body to do whenever you're only used to telling people to do things and never understanding how complicated it is to actually do things. So, there's always something to pray about. Pray for yourself, others, the lost, the found, all people, all nations, everywhere, everything. Always pray to God. Never cease praying. We're commanded to do these things. Before making decisions, consort with God. Give God all praise, glory, and worship, and thanks in everything, the good, the bad, the ugly, and the indifferent. But that's the end of this lesson today. So until next time, God bless, good day, and goodbye.